James Bond got a new ride and it's all electric. This beauty right here, and it's not just for the movie. You can actually buy one of these and they will be in production and for sale. People will be actually driving them, not just James Bond. By the end of this year, there only 155 of them will be made. The final production version was unveiled at the Shanghai Auto Show this week. I'll tell you all about the specs and how you can get one and how much it's going to be. All of this is coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric. Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you don't feel bad because you're left out from this amazing community that we got going on here in the comment section. So let's talk about this. Now, this is a beautiful car, I have to say. The Aston Martin Rapide E. I had to learn how to pronounce it. I'm not a big fan of this fancy schmancy car. So Rapide E. As a matter of fact, a lot of people even corrected the way I pronounced Aston Martin, but all right, whatever. It is what it is. And just like I said, it's a beauty. There is a gas version of Rapide. They have modified it a little bit, and it's good to see the Aston Martin charging station, which I don't think they're actually going to like make and put out there because, just like I said, only 155 of these are going to be made. So I think, yeah, so it would make no sense, but it's kind of cool that they have it there, mainly for the photo op, which again is pretty cool. And they come up with all kinds of videos. You might have seen some already from the auto show, and they have made some improvements because of the wheels and the grill, or well, there is a grill, but obviously the overall aerodynamics are much better. I guess it improved the whole aerodynamics by about 8%. See, you can't pronounce anything. You guys want me to pronounce Austin. All right. Now, let me give you some specs here, and I'm not gonna lie, they're not impressive. And you know what? I forgot to put this thing right here, so I don't have to look down. Now let's start. Okay, but before that, let me just remind you that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out an all-electric M-Byte coming to the US and Europe and Canada next year, starting at only $45,000 before the incentives. You should reserve yours just like I did because there's absolutely no money down. You can do so at byton.com or browse to the description of this video and click on their reservation link. It really takes like 30 seconds. No reason not to do that. Okay, all right, so let's talk about the some of the stats that it has. Again, not very impressive, but I don't think people are going to be buying it because of the stats. So here we go. Now, first of all, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Well, this is a little impressive, but still nothing huge, I would say. Then we're talking about a 65 kilowatt hour battery, and it's about 100. Realistically, it's probably going to get rated about 160 miles of EPA. Not a big deal again because I don't think people are going to be driving this as a daily car. It really is going to be a collectible car. By the way, I have no idea why it's 155 that are going to be made. I really kind of did some quick search. I don't know if some of you guys who are a little bit more into this would know what this number represents. I know it's also top speed, but that's not really a good reason to have made 155. Maybe it's someone's, I don't know, Gmail password. I don't. So that would be interesting to find out. Why not 200? Why not 150? 155. Now the price is going to be 331. Also odd number, $331,000. And people are going to be comparing it. Oh yeah, I can get a Model S P100D for half of that price. Yes, you can, but you're not going to be driving a James Bond car. And I think this is the answer to many of the people that usually comment and saying how Model S is so much better car for its money. It is, but that's not why people are spending money on this car. They're spending it because it's a limited run from an exotic automaker, and it's going to be featured in the latest James Bond movie. By the way, one of the reasons it's going to be featured in a James Bond movie is because apparently the director is a big green energy guy, and he was kind of pushing for it, and so that's one of the reasons it's out there, and which is great. Definitely kudos to them. What else? 50 kilowatt charge level 2. Yeah. So again, I don't think people are going to be driving it, from San Francisco to Los Angeles or across Europe, trips. So the fact that it's going to, it's a slow charging car, which means it's just going to be recharged overnight, right? This is kind of the whole beauty of charging at home, the beauty of electric cars, that you never have to visit the gas station, and your tank tank is full in the morning. And I think this is one of the things that when people talk about electric cars, kind of forget that, we don't have to go to gas stations. We just kind of wake up to a full, like somebody took our car, a butler took our car, fueled it somewhere and brought it back home. So in the morning, it's all ready to go. It is pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Again, I'm not a big fan of exotic cars, but this one is really well made and well adjusted from its gas version to the all electric version. So I'm definitely excited. Good job overall, and we'll see whatever. I mean, listen, the future is electric no matter what, right? I think we kind of all know that by now, and it looks like even the exotic car companies are moving forward with that. Don't forget to subscribe to our VIP list, the exclusive newsletter that we send out with some exclusive stories, news, offers, and so forth. And also, I want to say a quick thank you to one of my new Patreons. Michael D. Hacked, thank you so much for supporting and contributing to this independent channel at the only place where you can watch me live, which is Patreon. If you want to become a part of my Patreon community, go to patreon.com/e4electric. Boom, perfect timing. But there's also a link to that in the description of this video. All right, looking forward to your comments. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.